Imagine this. You wake up one morning and your bank account has been credited with $86,400. But there's a catch. If you don't spend it by midnight, it vanishes. Poof. Gone. Forever. What would you do? You'd probably spend every single cent, right? Now, what if I told you that life gives you this exact same gift every single day? Not in dollars, but in seconds. 86,400 seconds, to be precise. And yet, most of us let this treasure slip through our fingers, day after day, until one day, we wake up and realize it's too late. This is the story of Ethan, a man who learned this lesson the hard way. The man who had it all, except time asterisk asterisk. Ethan was the kind of guy who had big dreams. He wanted to build a successful career, travel to exotic places, and live a life of freedom and adventure. He had the energy, the ideas, and the potential. But there was one thing holding him back: himself. Ethan was a master of procrastination. He was the king of, "I'll do it later." Every day, he'd tell himself, "I'll start working on my goals tomorrow. Just one more episode, then I'll study. I'll exercise next week." Days turned into weeks. Weeks into months, and before he knew it, years had passed. Ethan was still in the same place, stuck in a cycle of unfulfilled promises and wasted potential. He was running in place, and deep down he knew it. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Ethan found himself sitting alone on a park bench. The weight of his wasted time pressed heavily on his chest. He felt lost, frustrated, and utterly defeated. That's when the old man appeared. The encounter that changed everything. The old man sat down beside Ethan, his presence calm and steady. He didn't say a word at first, just sat there, watching the world go by. But then, he turned to Ethan and said, "You look like someone who's running out of time." Ethan was startled. "How do you know?" The old man reached into his pocket and pulled out a small hourglass. It was simple, yet mesmerizing. He turned it upside down, and the sand began to fall. "This," the old man said, "is your life. Every grain of sand is a moment. Once it falls, you can never get it back." Ethan stared at the hourglass, watching the sand slip away. Something inside him shifted. It was as if he could feel the seconds of his life slipping through his fingers. The old man continued, "You have two choices in life. You can use your time wisely and build the future you want, or you can waste it and regret it when it's too late." Ethan's heart raced. He wanted to ask more, to understand, but the old man wasn't done. "Imagine," the old man said, "that every morning your bank deposits $86,400 into your account. But if you don't spend it by midnight, it disappears. What would you do?" Ethan didn't hesitate. "I'd spend every dollar. I wouldn't waste a single cent." The old man smiled. "That's exactly how time works. Every day, life gives you 86,400 seconds. If you waste them, you can never get them back." Ethan felt a chill run down his spine. The truth hit him like a thunderbolt. He had been given this gift every single day, and he had squandered it. The turning point. That night, Ethan went home with a fire burning inside him. He made a decision that would change the course of his life. No more excuses. No more, "I'll do it later." No more wasting time. He started small. Instead of binge-watching TV, he read books. Instead of scrolling through social media for hours, he worked on his goals. Instead of hitting snooze, he woke up early and exercised. Day by day, Ethan began to change. He gained knowledge. He built discipline. He started making progress. 1 year later, he looked back and realized something incredible. He was no longer the same person. He had transformed. The final lesson. Years later, Ethan became a successful entrepreneur. He had achieved the freedom and success he had always dreamed of. But he never forgot the old man in the park. One day, he returned to that same bench, hoping to find him. But the old man was gone. Instead, Ethan found a small note resting on the bench. It read, asterisk, time waits for no one. Use it wisely. Asterisk. Ethan smiled, looked at his watch, and whispered, every second counts. What can we learn from Ethan's story? 1. Time is your most valuable asset. Once it's gone forever. 2. Every second wasted is a lost opportunity. Don't wait for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. 3. Success comes to those who take action. Dreams don't work unless you do. 4. Small daily improvements lead to massive results over time. Consistency is key. Now, it's your turn. Ask yourself, are you using your time wisely? What's one thing you'll stop wasting time on today? Thank you for listening. If this story resonated with you, share it with someone who needs a little motivation. And remember, every second counts. Asterisk comment below asterisk. What's one thing you'll stop wasting time on? Subscribe to English Podcast 2.0 for more inspiring stories like this.